Hi everyone, I'm Shamala and welcome back to Shamsmakeup. Today we're going to look at my favorite lip colors for fall. So since the season has just started, I definitely wanted to share my favorites of fall lip colors. So here I'm going to do the swatches over my lip area and then I'm going to share with you guys how the shade looks like over my skin tone. I do hope that you will enjoy this particular fall favorite lip colors with me. So without a further ado, let's just get into the demo of it. So I'm going to do all the swatches right now. So I'm going to start with a very light shade. So usually with lighter lipstick shades, I love using a deeper lip liner. But I'm going to show you guys the lipstick first before I put on the lipstick. And then I will apply the lip liner to show you guys how different it can look on deeper skin tone with a lip liner. So the very first lipstick that I'm going to share today is by MAC. And this one is in the shade Taupe. This is a matte formula from MAC's lipstick. MAC's lipsticks are very comfortable on the lips, especially their matte lipsticks do last pretty well on the lips and they feel super comfortable on the lips. So I'm going to use a very small mirror right in front of me to apply this particular shade. So this is how MAC's Taupe looks like without a lip liner. You can even deepen it with a lip liner or you can wear it on its own. For me, I personally feel that this looks very pretty on fairest to deepest skin tone. You can definitely make it work. It's a beautiful shade and again, they feel super comfortable on the lips. So the next lipstick shade that I'm going to swatch, we definitely need a lip liner, especially if you have deeper skin tones. So this particular lipstick is from Tilbury. And this one is in the shade Very Victoria. So Very Victoria is pretty similar to Taupe, but it does have like a pinky undertone to it. You can wear it on its own if you have fairer to medium skin tone. On deeper skin tone, you definitely need to apply a lip liner that will match your preference. So I'm going to apply the lipstick first so that you can see how it looks like on my skin tone. And Very Victoria is also a matte lipstick, but it feels super comfortable on the lips. I do have like dry lips and dry under eyes, especially when the weather gets really cold. And right now my lips are pretty dry. So I definitely need to go slow when I'm swatching these lipsticks for you. So right now I'm going to apply a lip liner and this one is by Pat McGrath in the shade Manhattan. So now you can actually see the shade is much more wearable on my skin tone. I personally like to apply the lip liner first, only then I put on the lipstick. But for today, I applied the lipstick first so that you can see how it looks like on my skin. So let's move on to my next favorite. Okay, the next one that I'm going to swatch is from Laura Mercier, and this one is kind of like not always being mentioned here on YouTube. I feel that this particular shade is really rare and it looks very beautiful on various skin tones, especially deeper skin tone girls. You will definitely love this particular lip shade. And this one is their Velour Extreme Matte Lipstick in the shade Fierce. So for this particular lip shade as well, I like using the very same lip liner. With most of my nudes and any kind of lipstick shades that I want to make it work on my skin tone, I tend to use this particular lip liner alone. So let's first apply the shade over my lips before I move on to applying lip liner if it is needed. So Laura Mercier's Velour lipsticks are definitely another comfortable one on the lips. So you do not need a lip liner with it, but if you want to deepen the color, you can definitely use a dip lip liner. So since my lips are pretty dry, it's kind of like out of alignment, so definitely excuse that. And with my Invisalign, it kind of like gets into it as well, so just excuse that part. So this is how the shade Fierce looks like on its own. I personally feel that you can use the lip liner to kind of deepen the shade, but I kind of will just leave it this way. So this shade is pretty wearable during the day and also during the evenings if you want to kind of like amp up your entire makeup look. Again, they feel super comfortable on the lips, and I really like this particular shade. It does have like a taupey brown to it, and it's really beautiful. Now let's move on to the next shade that I would like to swatch, and it's again by MAC, and this one is their matte lipstick in the shade Marakesh. So this particular shade is definitely like a pumpkin spice kind of shade. It does look pretty red, but it can also wear red on your lips, and this lipstick does look really beautiful, and it's kind of like a season lipstick, especially during the fall season and also winter. And you can definitely put on any of this lipstick for any of the season if you ever want to, but I personally really like them during the colder months. So my skin is super dry, like around my mouth area, like after swatching. So my skin is really dry after doing all the swatches. So if you can see, notice the dryness. So I do realize that the lipstick does pull a little bit red out here, but I personally feel that it's much more like an orangey, pumpkin spice kind of vibes, and it is really beautiful. If you shy away from deep shades and reds, this one is a go-to lipstick. Again, this is Marakesh by MAC. It's a beautiful shade. Okay, moving on to the next lip color. This one is by Nars, and this one is their Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the shade Endangered Red. I personally would recommend this particular shades for the holiday season, beginning from fall up till winter, up till Christmas, up till New Year, however you want to name it. And this one is a beautiful lip color, and it goes beautifully on every skin tone, I promise. So let's try this on. And here is how Endangered Red looks like. It's a beautiful shade. Again, this would wear beautifully on any skin tone. And this is another formula that feels super comfortable on the lips. Most of the lipstick and also the matte lipsticks that I'm sharing with you, the liquid lipsticks that I'm going to share with you, they do feel super comfortable on the lips, because I do not like, my lips looking chapped, especially having dry lips. It kind of like gets easily chapped and flaky, if that does make sense. So let's move on quickly into the next shade. So let's move on to the next lipstick, and this one I have actually mentioned it on my September beauty favorites, which I will link it right here if you haven't checked it already. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I will link it right here so that you can subscribe for more. So the next lipstick that I'm going to share with you is from Nars, and this one is their Lipstick Rouge in the shade Jolie Mome. This is a matte lipstick. Again, they are super comfortable on the lips. It's a plummy shade, very similar to Endangered Red, but Endangered Red really looks much deeper than this one. So let's try on this particular lip color. So I'm trying to apply it at my very best. It's definitely like out of shape, but here we just want to take a look at the shade itself instead of my lips. So here's how Jolie Mome looks like. It's again a beautiful plummy shade. Jolie Mome is a shade that you can wear it on its own and with a little mascara, bronzer, and probably a little bit of blush, and you're good to go. It looks really, really beautiful. Again, this shade is versatile on any skin tone, and on deeper skin tone it looks even more beautiful. So let's move on to the next lip shade. So this one is much more of like a liquid lipstick. The rest of the shades that I'm going to swatch here are all liquid lipsticks. So let's start with this one, and this one is by Nars, and this one is in the shade Slow Ride. So I'm just going to apply this shade without a lip liner first if I need it, and then I'll go ahead and apply a lip liner with it. This one is pretty runny at first, so you may want to apply a lip liner so that it stays better on your lip area. So here's how Slow Ride looks like. It's pretty much like a pumpkin spice shade. Again, it wears super comfortably on the lips. You can wear it on its own, or you can even deepen it up with a deeper lip liner if you prefer that way. So you can actually wear it on its own, or you can even like deepen the shade with a deeper lip liner. But on its own, it's already really beautiful. Again, this particular shade is Slow Ride. So it does take additional time to remove liquid lipsticks from the lip area. So we're going to move on to the next one. So next shade I'm going to swatch is from MAC. And this one is their Retro Matte in the shade Topped with Brandy. Again, this one is a mauve shade. It does wear pretty matte on the lips, and this formula do feel very comfortable on the lips. So this is how Topped with Brandy looks like over my skin tone. I really love this particular shade on its own on a day that I just want something deep and I do not wear any other makeup over my face area. This does it all. Again, this is from MAC. Next, we're going to move into another MAC lipstick, and this one is their Over the Taupe Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color. So the packaging of this two is pretty same, but this one does look a little bit shiny, and then this one is pretty matte. So let's get into the next shade. So my lip is kind of like burning, so let's move on to Over the Taupe. So this one is a taupe shade up front. So it does feel pretty messy already. Please excuse that. I just want to show how it looks like over my lip area. So this one is Over the Taupe. So this does wear pretty mauvey taupe like kind of feeling to the lips, and it's really, really beautiful on the lips. Comparing it to the Retro Matte, this one feels much more comfortable on the lips. I will list down all the details on the description bar below. So, and now let's just quickly move on to the very last shade. Okay, the very last shade is also a Powder Kiss lipstick by MAC. This one is pretty wearable during the fall, moving into winter. And this one is in the shade Got a Call Back. Again, this formula of lipstick is super comfortable on the lips, and they are pretty matte and they do last on the lips throughout the day. And they do not budge, they do not feel flaky on the lips. They're pretty comfortable. And here's how Got a Call Back looks like on my lips. It's really, really beautiful, like super plummy, and looks really good without any other makeup over your face area except for a little bit bronzer and mascara over your eye area. And then this lipstick, it's just bam.com. So I did realize that it got off a little bit over here, which doesn't matter at all. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed my entire swatch. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed my demo and full talk through kind of applying the lip color over my lip area. My lip does feel a little bit sore right now, and definitely leave me down comment on the comment box below if there are any other shades that you personally enjoy during the fall. So these are kind of like my favorite lip colors over the fall and winter months. I will definitely be doing a drugstore version as well. If you guys would like me to do one, definitely leave me a comment on the comment box below. And to my very next one, stay beautiful both inside and out, and I will see you guys in my next one. Goodbye.